sabra. Then Khidr alayhi salam said, this is the parting between you and me. Now I will tell you the interpretation of the things that over which you were unable to hold patience. أما السفينة فكانت لمساكين يعملون في البحر فأردت أن أعيبها وكان وراءهم ملك يأخذ كل سفينة غصبا. Then Khidr alayhi salam said, as for the ship, it belonged to the masakin working in the sea, and I wish to make a defective damage in it, as there was a king after them who seized every ship by force. وأما الغلام فكان أبواه مؤمنين فخشينا أن يرهقهما طغيانا وكفرا فأردنا أن يبدلهما ربهما خيرا منه زكاة وأقرب رحما. Then Khidr alayhi salam said, as for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared lest he should oppress them when he grows up. He should oppress them by rebellion and disbelief. So we intended that their Lord should change him for them, for the one better in righteousness and nearer to mercy. وأما الجدار فكان لغلامين يتيمين في المدينة وكان تحته كنز لهما وكان أبوهما صالحا فأراد ربك أن يبلغا شدهما ويستخرج كنزهما رحمة من ربك وما فعلته عن أمري ذلك تأويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا. Then Khidr also added that as for the wall, it belonged to two orphans in the town. The wall belonged to two orphans in the town, and under the wall was a treasure belonging to these orphans. And their father was a righteous man. And their Lord intended, that is Allah intended, that they should grow up to their full strength, so that they could bring out those treasure, take out those treasure from there. And all this has been done as a rahmat, as a mercy from your Lord, rahmatan min rabbik. And I did not do anything of my own accord. This is the interpretation of the things over which you could not hold patience. Now, this Quranic story shows that we will not always know the reason behind every event and suffering that happens in this world, every calamity that happens. The Quran tells us that everything that happens according to Allah's divine plan. The unbelievers think that everything evolves randomly and in isolation. But the believers know for sure from the Quran that Allah controls everything. Allah says in the Quran, يُدَبِّرُ الْأَمْرُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ إِلَى الْأَرْضِ ثُمَّ يَعْرُجُ إِلَيْهِ فِي يَوْمٍ كَانَ مِقْدَارُهُ أَلْفَ سَنَةٍ مِمَّا تَعُدُّونَ. Allah directs whole affairs from the heavens to the earth, and they will again ascend to Him on a day whose length is 1,000 years by the way you measure. Allah says, ما أصاب من مصيبة في الأرض ولا في أنفسكم إلا في كتاب من قبل أن نبرأها إن ذلك لله يسير. Allah says, no misfortune befalls on the earth or in yourselves, but is inscribed in a book which is before we bring it to existence. Verily, that is very easy for Allah. Allah also says about controlling the affairs. Allah says, وَعِنْدَهُ مَفَاتِحُ الْغَيْبِ وَعِنْدَهُ مَفَاتِحُ الْغَيْبِ لَا يَعْلَمُهَا إِلَّا هُوَ وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ وَمَا تَسْقُطُ مِنْ وَرَقَةٍ إِلَّا يَعْلَمُهَا وَلَا حَبَّةٍ فِي ظُلُمَاتِ الْأَرْضِ وَلَا رَطْبٍ وَلَا يَابِسٍ إِلَّا فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ. Allah says that with Him are the keys of the unseen. He no one knows them except He. He knows what is in the land and what is in the sea. There is no leaf falls on the earth except without His without His knowledge. And there is no seed in the darkness of the earth, nor anything moist or dry, but is recorded in a clear book, in Kitabun Mubin. Allah Ta'ala, so the Quran also informs us that Allah Ta'ala is infinitely wise, and everything He does is right, just, good and fair. He has the best wisdom and He gives the best judgments. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. Allah says He is Allah, the Creator, the Maker, the Giver of form. To Him belongs the most beautiful names. Everything in the heavens and the earth glorifies Him. He is Almighty, wise. Allah says, أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِأَحْكَمِ الْحَاكِمِينَ. Is He not the best of judges? Since all things happen according to Allah's divine plan, and Allah is infinitely just and good and fair, all the believers need to do is obey His commandments, submit to His will and steadfastly obey His commandments. Allah says, Allah commands, وَاتَّبِعْ مَا يُوحَى إِلَيْكَ وَاصْبِرْ حَتَّى يَحْكُمَ اللَّهُ وَهُوَ خَيْرُ الْحَاكِمِينَ. Allah says that follow what has been revealed to you and be steadfast until the judgment of Allah comes. And He is the best of judges. Now, while creating good and evil, Allah has also given man free will, a limited free will, but free will, to test which one of them is good in deeds. Allah says in the Quran, تَبَارَكَ الَّذِي بِيَدِهِ الْمُلْكُ وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْغَفُورُ. Allah says that blessed is he in whose hand is the kingdom, for He has power over all things. He created death and life so that He might test you which one of you is best in good deeds. And He is most wise, most forgiving. Allah Ta'ala, He is all, let me translate, He is almighty and most forgiving. وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. He is almighty and most forgiving. So then the question arises, then why Allah sends natural calamities where there is no free will? Now the answer from the Islamic point of view is that calamities appear to be bad things, but there are good things which result from calamities which we are not always aware of. For example, rescuing a drowning man is good deed, good work, but one can